Good morning, y'all. Happy Friday. It's finally Friday, but I have a good word for you today, and I just want to share it with you. I've been in Ecclesiastes for a little while now and really just digging deeper into it, and it is so good. So much wisdom. But I want to touch base on one little verse today, and I suggest that when you have free time today that you go dig into it yourself because it's much more than what we're going to talk about. But I want to explain to you that there is a time for everything. So we're going to read Ecclesiastes 3 verse 4, which says, "A time to weep and a time to laugh, a time to mourn and a time to dance." And so, a lot of times as humans, we feel these emotions and we feel these feelings, but we get stuck there. We get stuck exactly where we are, and we don't have to stay there. At that point, we're choosing to stay there. And it's like, well, how do you want me to just escape these feelings? And how do you want me to just get over this? And that's not necessarily what this is saying, but what it's saying is there is a time to cry. There is a time to cry, but cry out to the Lord. You don't have to cry alone. You're supposed to feel these things that you're feeling. You're supposed to acknowledge your feelings because your feelings are valid. But you should never allow your feelings to suppress you. You should never allow your feelings to dictate your choices because then it says there's a time to laugh. So even in the midst of feeling that hurt and that pain, there's going to be a time to laugh. There's going to be a joyful moment in that. And if you allow your feelings to suppress you, you're going to miss that opportunity to laugh. You're going to miss that opportunity to not even move on from the feelings, but to escape the feelings because he doesn't want you to sit there. He doesn't want you to hop into depression, and he doesn't want you to be full of anxiety. You know, 2 Timothy tells us that he did not give us a spirit of fear. And so when we know we're feeling fearful and we're feeling these things, that's not of the Lord. And then it goes on to say a time to mourn and a time to dance. And so, from experience, I've been through many situations in my life where there was a time to mourn, but joy comes in the morning, and I didn't have to sit there. I didn't have to let those feelings suppress me. And so I just want to encourage you today that while your emotions might seem like they're suppressing you and you might feel like you're stuck in this and like you can't get out of it, you can hold them thoughts captive. Write down your feelings. Go to wise counsel. Go vent. Go sit by the water. Go do whatever you have to do that is good choices, not bad choices. But do what you have to do in order to get back up. Because there is a time to cry, and you should feel your feelings because your feelings are valid, but they should never dictate your choices, and they should never dictate your tomorrow. So if I'm sad today, I'm not going to bring that sadness into the choices that I make tomorrow. And in my high school experience for 4 years, if you're from where I'm from, you're going to know exactly what I'm talking about. But every day for 4 years, I heard the saying, the choices that you make today shape your world tomorrow. So while it might be painful today, and while it might hurt today, you don't have to choose that tomorrow. You can still feel them. You can still aggravate that one friend, believe me, I do, and vent to them and have them pour life into you. Make sure you're venting to the right people and the wise counsel that you need. But just know there's a time for everything, and this season of your life is not your entire life. And it's your choice to get up and laugh again, to get up and dance again, to get up and choose Jesus. Cry out to him. Laugh because of him. Take those opportunities that he's giving you in such a bad situation to turn it out for good, because that's what he's trying to do. And that's what we learned about yesterday, that he works all things out for the good of those who love him. And so just know today that while this season that you're in, it may seem rough and it may seem hard and it may be a lot of tears, maybe a lot of anger, maybe a lot of unforgiveness, but you don't have to sit in that. And there is a time for everything. Today, I challenge you to just choose Jesus. Choose Jesus. Cry out to him. Ask him for that joy. Ask him for that laugh. He is a God that has a sense of humor, and he's going to cause you to laugh. And so I just encourage you today to just get back up. Get back up. Don't stay there. Just get back up because there is a time for everything. Y'all have a blessed Friday.